Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're always welcome to this space. I'm your friend Kevin. Today's Sunday, the 6th of August 2023, and this is your card of the day. Okay, so we're going to be using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck by Radley Valentine, and I don't have a card of the week yet. We're going to choose one. So here we go. It is the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. So we'll just get those out of the way. And our card of the week is Archangel Chamuel, something new, and it's called Perspective, number 12. So perspective in the traditional type of tarot, I think, because this is obviously chosen from the Major Arcana deck, it is sort of linked to maybe the Hanged Man. We see, yeah, it is the Hanged Man, because we see our Archangel Chamuel, perching upside down. See all this? And again, this card popped up a few weeks ago where he's looking back down on the circus, seeing all of those wonderful, that ray back in the distance. That looks like the Tower of London. And then, of course, you know, we've got a temple. It's just quite magical, quite dramatic. There's New York, I think. Lots and lots and lots and lots of details in this card. But basically, the Archangel Chamuel is the eyes of God, the friend of God. And I guess the encouragement for this week will be looking at things a little bit differently, looking at things that you perhaps would not look at it the way that you would normally look at it. I would say what I like about this card and what I like about the energy that goes with it is it gives us a pause to listen to what we're hearing rather than launching straight into assumptions and reactions and anticipations. There you go. When we find ourselves getting anxious, etc., about things that may or may not happen, it's time to change that perspective. But let's get right on to the card of the day. Now, listen, the two Kevinisms I pulled here was aim high, even if you miss. Now, the challenge with that is for many people, they don't even want to aim high because they make this assumption that they're going to miss anyway. Give it a go. I'm one of those people. I'll give it a go and it's not likely going to hit, but how are you going to know unless you give it a go? The other one here is good things constantly flow to me. So this requires a bit of discipline in looking at when has it been that great things have flown towards you and you've just assumed or been, well, that's because this or that's because that. You don't really take into the fact that it's a good thing. It's coming to you. You've got it. You really are protected. You really have these blessings. Anyway, let's get on with the card of the day. Great Father in the sky, loving Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, beings and guides from all four corners and all realms, I welcome you to this space and thank you for bringing us a message of the day. I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear and to know your sacred words and to deliver the message in such a way as to enlighten, to inspire and to heal other people. May this message be clear to all who come and all who listen. So be it, so shall it be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, those things just come chopping out of the deck, and I'm going to read them just as they pop down. So typically I turn them over. Here we go. Archangel Michael comes with a package for you. You will manifest what you need. Good things are constantly flowing to me. Manifest the good things that are coming to you. Aim high. Get your list out. What do you want? What are you looking for? What are you asking for? Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you assistance that you need. Now, listen, this is interesting. Change your perspective away from I'll never get anything to I'm always getting something. I'm always getting everything. Everything I could possibly want and think of is coming. Listen, Archangel Chamuel is the eyes of God, sees everything, knows where to go find it, goes to looking for it, and brings it to you. This is where you get to play in the sandbox of magical manifestation. All right, so now this is what we know. This is what we know we can do. This is what we know we're about. Now, this is the heart of the matter. Okay. The heart of the matter is, no, it is not yet time. Well, now this is kind of interesting because we're halfway empty, halfway full. And I would say this card says, this is not the divine right time to take action. Be patient. The opportune moment is approaching now. What I love about this, and you might be saying to yourself, well, just hang on a minute here. You will manifest what you need. And then here we go. No, it's not the right time, right? So most people would read this as a bit twisted. Like, okay, Archangel Michael, get it together. What in the world are you trying to say here? You have to be patient when you're manifesting things. And if you are looking at the perspective of it, before you go planning a trip, before you go putting your heart's desire into something, before you go putting your focus on what you want, you have to understand that this stuff takes time. You know, if you want to manifest something great, something opulent, something that is outside the scope of what you are thinking you can do, it isn't likely going to manifest. Let's see what the challenge is here. Oh, Lord. Be the real you. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Oh, I love all of this. I love everything about all of this reading. Okay, so now, your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. So don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self, okay? Now listen, what I feel like is going on here is, and it reminds me of that book by Dr. Wayne Dyer, Wishes Fulfilled. In it, there's a lot of I am statements, and I am being the word of God. Whatever comes after the I am is a manifestation. What happens typically is we want to manifest things that will make us feel good, or that will make us feel better, or that way will do something to shift where we are. Well, Archangel Chamuel comes along and says, I want you to change your perspective. I want you to look at what it is you're looking to manifest and have from a perspective that you are able to get it, you're able to have it, that you're deserving of it, that you are worthy of it, that you are already in the stream of consciousness, that you're already in the vortex. You know what I've learned from the various teachings of Abraham Hicks through Esther Hicks, she calls them her circles. I haven't quite mastered that, but I haven't really focused on much of it anyway. But what basically the energy is saying is, you have to sort of get into you have to sort of get into the rotation of manifesting in a way that's you're able to keep up with the speed of it coming. In other words, it's really difficult to enter a stream of consciousness, to enter a stream of manifestation, when the circle has already begun and it's already evolving. It's already, what they call it, turning around, a revolution. It's already going in a circle. RPMs I'm looking at, revolutions per minute, but you know what I'm saying. It is the circle of time that goes around and around. You can't very well jump on a carousel when it is going at full pelt. You have to sort of get on while it's moving slowly. And I'm sure some of you have been on one of those big magic eyes in these large cities that gives you an aerial view It's constantly moving. But if it was constantly moving at a faster pace than what you could get on it, that would be a bit of a mess. So this reading and this card of the day is basically saying you've got to get down to brass tacks. You have to look at the things that are constantly flowing to you that have actually manifested out of what you desired, what you looked at. Yesterday I was reminded that I'm always manifesting stuff, always, constantly manifesting whatever it is I need. And I don't always pay attention to how I'm doing it. It's not something that comes easily. Here we've got Archangel Michael and the hourglass of time, basically saying, take your time, aim higher, even if you miss. And I love this card because it's showing us that we've got the balance of time. Even though everybody I speak to in a physical way is saying, my goodness, this year has gone by so quickly. Well, yes, it has. And the big antidote to that is, what are you doing with your time? Because it's ticking by. Tick, 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 boom. We've got the hourglass. Being your authentic self, you really cannot be anyone else because they're already taken. You really honestly have to be you. And if you're looking at yourself and there's some things about either the way you are, the way you look, if you have been using some negative drama talk about, I don't like this, I don't like that, I'm going to change this. One of the biggest things that I hear a lot is I need to lose weight, or the complaint of how they gain the weight, or all of this. Well, if you're wanting to manifest that incredibly, you've got a wonderful body. Everybody does. All of us are born beautiful, perfect as babies. Everyone. Somebody somewhere along the line decided that that wasn't true and you bought that lie. It's a lie. It's a complete and utter lie. What do I want to say with all this? It's a bit like Archangel Michael is right here saying, you're going to manifest everything you want, number 44. Number 2, just get with the value of time and keep going, bit by bit by bit by bit. The 6, sometimes it's an awkward number, but that's the thing that stops you from aiming high, even if you miss, from constantly getting things that you want, is you get in your own way. You sabotage your own treasures because of this past stuff. It is a big leap. It's a big leap to become that authentic person that's underneath the covers of doubt and what's the other one? Imposter syndrome, silliness. I call it silliness. It can be a vacuum of not so nice. And I call it silly because once you get to the other side of it, you get to look back like, well, that's so silly. Why am I being so silly about this stuff? Why in the world am I getting so het up about this stuff? Worry, anxiety, all of those things are constructs that somehow or another has been shown, has been portrayed by other people. It's not been portrayed and foretold by us. Everything you get, everything you achieve, everything you manifest, somehow, some way, shape or form, you're on that vibrational level. Now, this is a tough one because oftentimes people say, well, I didn't ask for this to happen to me. I didn't ask for that to happen to me. You have to almost break that down. Did it happen to you? Or did it happen to somebody around you, somebody close to you, somebody that affected their life, like accidents or catastrophes or all of those things? You have to be careful when you're looking at, did it really happen to you? And if it did, it's okay. The antidote to that, which I learned from Louise Hay, I'm fine, everything's okay, and from this very moment, all good things are possible. I turn that into, from this very moment, all good things will happen. So in other words, I didn't waste any time sitting in the poo of problems. I said, from this, all good things will happen. And on that note, my friends, I'm going to say, have a great day. do whatever you can. Like, subscribe, share, get this out there. And if you want a personal reading, I really urge you to go to my website, www.kevincross.com, fill in the membership information. It'll say contact me, or go over to the booking page and book something. Put your name, your email address, and any other information you want to share. And we'll be in touch. All right, my loves, take it easy until tomorrow. Bye.